Hello, this is Toya Wilson Smith with Next Generation Mobile Marketing Agency. Let me first say, Dennis, thank you so much for allowing my company and I to assist you with your online marketing. We will be doing a few things in this video. The first one is to review your website. The second one is to review your search engine optimization within Google and areas of opportunity as well there. And then finally, talk about your social media campaign with Facebook. We hope that you find the information we provide helpful and allow you to have continued success in getting more customers and increasing sales very quickly. So let's get started. As you can see, we are at the homepage of your website, bistrochef.nl. Let me first point out there are a couple of things that you have done extremely well. The images that are displayed at the top of your web page are very good professional photos and captivate anyone's attention right away. So great job here. Another good job is that in the upper right hand corner you have the telephone number. So any new visitors to your website who may need to contact you for reservations or questions about food allergies or pricing or anything that they may have questions about, the telephone number is conveniently located right at the upper top corner. Should I say upper right hand corner? Next, the menu and the reservation tabs are clearly displayed on your navigational bar, which also helps for people who are just trying to get quick information and either head out to your restaurant or think about heading out to your restaurant within the next day or two. The other thing that you've done really well is to display a YouTube video about a popular dessert at your restaurant. This, of course, gets people to really think about heading out to your restaurant either for a complete meal or at least just the dessert. So well done. The areas of opportunity that we see in reviewing your website homepage is that unfortunately you're missing the links to your Facebook page and your YouTube account. So, for example, if someone wants to say job well done and they've had a great time at your restaurant, there is nowhere on your website homepage for them to leave a review or a testimonial. Most people now are doing that on Facebook pages, but if they land on your website first, you want them to easily be able to link to your Facebook page by having a Facebook icon displayed somewhere on the first page of your website. So I definitely would suggest this, especially as your Facebook traffic continues to grow. This is going to be more and more important. The second area of opportunity is that you don't have any reviews or testimonials on your homepage. This is becoming increasingly more important because we are living in a social media driven society where reviews and social proof are becoming distinct advantages for businesses that know how to use them correctly. So, just like a bad review discourages people from attending a particular restaurant or buying a particular product or service, good reviews definitely push people in the direction of attending a restaurant or a business because that company is providing social proof that says, hey, our business or our restaurant or our products or our service has been reviewed and people love us or like us and you should try us too. So my recommendation would be to get a couple of past testimonials or even ones that you might be able to do in the next day or two. Get those individuals permission to quote them on your website and then just put it right here in this Welcome at Bistro Chef box with some quotes and a first and last name. As easy as that. That will give your restaurant the social proof that it's missing that will encourage people to visit your restaurant very quickly. So now that we've talked about your website, let's talk about your search engine optimization and rank in Google. As you can see, we are doing a search for restaurants in your local area, and we have found that unfortunately you're not on page 1 or page 2, which means that 87% of people that are looking for restaurants in your local area, either being local residents or being tourists, are not able to find you when they're doing just a general search of restaurants. Now, the good news is that if someone is looking specifically for a French restaurant in your local area, you do come up. And your Facebook page comes up about halfway down the page, which is great. The only thing is that none of the great images that you're putting on your Facebook page are showing up. And so one of the things that I would recommend for this issue is that you optimize and do a couple of more YouTube videos and make sure that the description, the title, and the tags are all relevant so that you can get those videos ranked in Google on page 1 and page 2 very, very quickly. Now, I will say that my company has been able to get videos ranked into Google within the first 48 hours without a problem. And so we would definitely recommend that as a service moving forward. So, back to the example of just restaurants in your local area. As you can see, none of the restaurants listed here or none of the listings have a YouTube video, which is going to make it very easy to do. Okay? Next, you may have not claimed your Google Local Plus webpage yet. And the reason why I'm suggesting this is because, as you can see in the list, these are all the people who have identified or claimed their Google Local Plus page. Now, why would somebody want to do that? Number one, Google gives preference to people or to businesses that have claimed their page. And they, more often than not, put those businesses on page 1. Now, the other benefits of claiming your page is that you get your address and your telephone number clearly displayed with a nice little map. You also will be able to see your reviews as well. As you can see, in terms of this restaurant, Le Baron, they are showing their score along with the 12 Google reviews. So as long as you have good reviews, this can only help your restaurant and not hinder it and drive traffic even quicker. So definitely want to do those two things. A YouTube video to get ranked on page 1 for restaurants in your local area. And then you also want to claim your Google Plus local webpage. So you definitely want to do that. Okay? Finally, we're going to talk about the last two things. We're in Google AdWords. And this is the keyword tool. And what we're looking for are restaurants in your local area. And how many people are actually searching per month for restaurants in your area? As you can see, the competition is low for restaurants in Zeist or Zeist. I apologize for the mispronunciation. And the number of monthly searches are 5,400. Dennis, you always want to look for the local monthly searches, which gives you a really good idea of how many people are in Google searching for this. So 5,400 people per month are searching for restaurants in your area. In terms of restaurants in Utrecht, 74,000 people are searching. So if that area is close, which I believe it's about maybe 20 to 30 minutes away, it might be a little bit longer. My research may be, unfortunately, a little off because we're not in that local area. 74,000 people are searching it per month. So can you imagine if you're on Google page 1 for these two keywords, how much traffic you would get simply from people just finding your restaurant on page 1 of Google for those particular keywords? So definitely an area of opportunity that you want to take advantage of. And by being on page one, you will be surprised at how much traffic just naturally increases because people know that you're there and people are finding you. So, moving on, let's talk about your Facebook page. We are seeing that you have 144 likes, which is great. And some of the things that you've done a masterfully good job at is your images. I know that you said you have a new intern, and your intern is doing a phenomenal job in terms of getting people actively engaged by posting great images. As you know, part of the success for Facebook is because people have an opportunity to share not only images but also video for their particular fan pages. And your images are amazing. So keep up the good work here. One of the things that we also want to encourage you to do is add a contest or two where you give away coupons to your restaurant. And I believe you've done some of this as well, but continue to do that because that will drive likes as well as interaction on your page. Now, let's talk about likes and what has been happening on your Facebook page. As you can see, the most popular week is just last week, starting September 9th. 25 to 34-year-olds have been taking interest in your page, and you've definitely increased the number of photos, which is amazing. One of the other things that we think are driving some of the traffic is that we also did a Google AdWords campaign for you. And so that drove about 65 people to your website and Facebook page, as well as we released a Kindle book. As you probably know, tablets are the newest, hottest thing out there in terms of technology. And we have found a way to increase traffic to our clients' websites and social media pages by releasing for free, at least at first, some books that are relevant to your particular niche. So on your behalf, and we will be talking about this in the next video, we released a French cuisine recipe book. And for the first 2 days, it was on free promotion through Amazon's Kindle all over the world in various marketplaces. And 196 people, Dennis, downloaded that book, which also had links to your Facebook page and your website to find out more information about your restaurant. So, hope you don't mind, but we just wanted to see that traffic and what it would look like. So, literally, in less than 48 hours, we had 193 people that were interested in that book. We subsequently took the book off, but it did drive more than Google pay-per-click or AdWords to your website and your Facebook pages very quickly. So, hope you enjoyed that little pop in traffic. And we will be discussing this more in the next video as well. So I hope that some of this information has helped, and I look forward to hearing your response. Thank you for listening, Dennis. Have a great day.